Imagine you're 12, you're in class, and you're trying to focus on what the teacher is saying, but you get distracted by someone in front of you who is on their phone. They're looking at TikTok, and before you can look away, you see a video montage of the teenager who stabbed the girls to death at the Taylor Swift dance class in England last year. You see knives everywhere, the teen's mugshot, photos of the little girls. From that point on, you can't really find your focus again, and you come home with sadness, anger, and confusion. Imagine you're sitting at lunch with a group of friends. You're all 11 or 12, you're eating lunch, but most of the kids are on their phones. Someone says, hey, look at this, and before you know it, you're seeing a pornographic video. Look at this. This time it's a graphic pornographic image. Next, it's a pornographic GIF. Another time you're shown a video of a child being kidnapped. You don't know if it's true or not, but it seems like it might be. You go home and you have nightmares for weeks because you have a little brother and you don't want that to happen to him. Priorities for parents when their children go to school: number 1 is safety. Number 2, a good academic education. 3, a social and emotional education. The current policy for smartphones in most Edinburgh secondary schools is that they are off and away. This is what they told me when my child was in P7 and I went to Firhill High School for an information meeting. I thought, great. What they don't tell you is that this is a suggestion for class time only. Pupils can use their phones openly in all areas of the school without any checks on the content or what they can access. Also, if they forget to charge their iPad for class, they can just use their phone instead. If they say they forgot to charge their iPad for class, they can also use their phone. And if they're good at hiding their phone behind their iPad or their reading book, they can also use their phone in class. They can show a peer whatever they want on their phone whenever they want to, in class, in the halls, in lunch, in the library, in the toilets, wherever and whenever. This is not proper safeguarding. It's hardly surprising to see the list of incidents of wildly inappropriate, harmful phone misuse happened at Firhill High School with S1 pupils last year. You should have a list in front of you. It's naive and neglectful for anyone to think this isn't happening. Pornography, violence, racism, these are sexual offenses and hate crimes. None of the pupils involved in these incidents reported it to the school. A parent found out and stepped in. The school's policy for safeguarding with phones is if something inappropriate is shown to a pupil, that victim must report it. The child is in charge of their own safeguarding. In S1, these are 11 and 12-year-olds. They're asked to report it so the head teacher can discipline the pupil. But the damage is done. The harm has been done. They can't unsee what they have seen. So that means nothing to them. They're in charge of their safeguarding. They have to report it, but they have to deal with the damage. We know the short-term effects of this: nightmares, increased anxiety, fear about going to school. What are we going to be shown tomorrow? We don't know the long-term effects yet, though there's evidence showing pornography and violence viewing at a younger age is associated with more severe and lasting negative impacts on mental, emotional, and social development. These are children. They deserve to be protected properly while they're at school. There's no risk assessments to these devices brought onto campus. There's no checks to their content, no checks to their accessibility. You've been elected to sit on the Education Board of Edinburgh Council to make decisions on our schools here in Edinburgh, and it's fantastic that 2, maybe 3 head teachers are starting to do this. Emily will share some positive news from a teacher at Queensferry, and I've been in touch with a parent council chair at Portobello High School who told me the lockable pouch system has been effective and has good feedback from pupils, parents, and teachers. Unfortunately, for those of us who live in different postcodes, we can only tell our children when they go to school every day, try not to look at someone's phone, look away at lunchtime, go find an entire new group of friends that you can hang out with because you're not safe in the lunch hall. This harm will continue to happen until you remove smartphones from the entire school day at all Edinburgh schools. The longer you wait, the more harm will happen. There's an easy answer to this: remove them apart from medical need. Lock them up in pouches that the vast majority of parents are supportive of and happy to pay for, and protect these children. 82% of parents were in favor of a school day ban in Moray Council. 86% were in favor of the ban at Porty. Over 90% were in favor at Queensferry. And 5% only said they wouldn't contribute to the cost. Parents want this, they want to pay for it if they need to, and we're happy to do it. 91% of Edinburgh's Pentland Primary School parents last year were supportive of an all-day school day ban at secondary school. We want this. Finally, using Yonder pouches, 65% of schools saw an improvement in academic performance. 74% of schools saw an improvement in student behavior. 83% saw an improvement in student engagement in the classroom. 86% saw a boost in student safety and wellness. And 94% of teachers identified more teaching and learning in their classrooms after implementing Yonder pouches. In summary, we need you to do your job. You are our education committee, and we need you to remove smartphones from all schools in Edinburgh, including at break and lunchtime, with the exception for medical need. Safeguarding from the harms of smartphones is currently a postcode lottery, and it shouldn't be. My daughter will be going to Fir Hill High School in less than a year. I cannot have her subjected to the negligence that has been going on. We know it's targeted at boys, pornography and violence. My daughter's friends are more likely to show her content encouraging eating disorders and self-harm.
Sorry to interrupt, just
Yes.
going a little bit over time, so if you
Oh,
wouldn't
sorry,
mind.
okay, so we're gonna get to Emily's. Anyway, obviously we can't have this. She can look over anyone's shoulder at any time and see anything. And Emily's gonna share the teacher's perspective.
It would have to be very, very quick, because again, it's down to 4 minutes and we're almost at 5 minutes now, so.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely fine. Thank you for your time. I just wanted to quickly add a perspective from Edinburgh's teachers. So I'm a secondary maths teacher. I taught at Queensferry High School last year. I cannot stress enough how much of a nightmare issue it is, phones are, for teaching and learning and for behaviour in the classroom. Almost every pupil has a phone in their pocket, in their bag. They can't fight the neurological compulsion to check their phone to get that dopamine hit. The policy of just being off and away puts the onus on teachers to fight this addictive tech. It's absolutely inadequate. And as one teacher I know put it, it is as if we are trying to teach maths in a casino full of cocaine and then wondering why no one can understand what we are saying. Thank you.